Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Airgun Hunter. I'm here today going to review and shoot NSA Slugs out of my Airgun Technologies 22 cal Uragan, and I want to see how good it shoots and get it all sighted in for the NSA Slugs. Hopefully I can get some good groups out of it. This gun shoots very, very well. I've never had an issue with it from day one. Thanks to Airguns of Arizona, I was talked into this gun, and I really appreciate them for leading me in this direction. This gun out of the box, the trigger is outstanding. I didn't have to adjust it or anything like that. Also, it shoots very, very accurate. It's the most accurate PCP gun I've ever owned. And I've owned 6, so out of the 6, this is the most accurate one. And it doesn't seem like it's pellet picky, and I've shot some H&N slugs that did excellent out of it. And hopefully the NSA Slugs will do the same, and we'll see today. Anyways, let's get to shooting. Alright guys, first up is the 217s in 23 grain NSA Slugs. $7.94. $8.20. $7.83. $7.83. $7.82. All right, guys, that does not look very good at all. We've got about, at 25 yards, we're looking at 1 3/4 MOA. That's not good at all. All right, guys, let's go on with the next. All right, guys, let's get started. We're with the 23 grainers, 216s. So let's get started. $7.96. $7.95. $7.62. $7.89. $7.63. All right, guys, that's a better group. It still's not great. We're looking about half MOA at 25 yards. All right, guys, let me reload and start again. All right, guys. We'll go with the 16.5 with 23 grain. Try that. All right, let's do it. Size 16.5, 23 grain. Here we go. $7.47. $7.82. $7.47. $7.78. $7.40. All right, that's it. That group's about a 1/4 inch. So in the 23 grain slugs, it looks like the 216.5 is the best. All right, guys, let me reload and get on with the next. All right, guys, back again. 217s, 20.2 grain. All right, 217s, 20.2 grain. Here we go. $8.30. $8.38. $8.33. $8.06. And $8.34. And that group, all over the place. This gun doesn't like those at all. All right, guys, let's load up again and on with the next. All right, guys, all loaded back up with 216 20.2 grainers. All right, guys, let's get started. $8.77. $8.79. $8.79. $8.85. Just threw that one out. So I got an error on that one, so I'm not sure how many feet per second. That one I just threw out of the group, but the group was probably less than a quarter on that one, maybe 3/16 or so. So, all right, guys, let me get loaded back up, and we'll start again. So, 217, 17.5 grainers. See what she does. $8.33. 894. 891. 895. 897. Alright guys, on with the next. Let me load up. Alright guys, I forgot to mention the 217s. That group was, looks like a inch and a half at least. So they don't like the 17.5 grain in the 217s. Let's try the 216s and 17.5 grain. So 216s and 17.5 grains. Alright, let's get started. Eight, 9, 7. 896. 892. 891. 899. All right, guys, that looks like it's under 3/16 of an inch. That looks really good. That's probably the best group yet. So that one's 216s, 17.5 grain. So it really likes those. So we'll take those out to 50. We'll also take, let's see, we'll take out the 216.5 23 grainers and the 216 20.2 grainers. All right, guys, let me get the target set up and reload and get back to you. All right, guys, first up at 50 yards is the 216.5 23 grain NSA Slugs. All right, let's get started. Looking good out there. Yeah. A very good group. All right, they don't like those. Okay, guys. Back again. So they didn't like the 23 grainers at 50 yards. So let's try the 216s 20.2 grain at 50 yards. All right, guys, let's get started. All right, guys. That looks like probably a half-inch group, maybe a 1/4-inch group at 50 yards. So I have to take those out to 75. All right, guys, let me reload and get on with the next one. All right, guys, got the 216s 17.5 grain Nelson Slugs. Let's see what they'll do at 50 yards. Here we go. Those look pretty good. I'm gonna have to maybe shoot that one again, but that's probably gonna go to 75 yards. All right, guys, let me read it. 75 yards, 216s, 20.2 grain. Nelson Slugs. All right, here we go. Not bad group out there. I might have dropped that one. Not bad at all. I just dropped that one, it looks like. So for you guys that are worried that I'm shooting towards a house and everything, that house is like 3/4 of a mile away from me right now, so it's not close, and I am being safe. I'm just zoomed in all the way on my scope. All right, guys, let me reload and get back with you again. All right. All right, guys. 216s, 17.5 grain, Nelson Slugs at 75 yards. All right, let's get started. At least I got it on target this time instead of the cardboard. Looks like same hole. It looks pretty good out there too. I'm not sure how big that group is, but it could 3/4 to an inch, somewhere right in there, looks like. Could be deceiving till I go and look at them, but not bad. I think I dropped that one, but I think the 20.2 grainers were the best so far at 75 yards. But I will I think I'll take these out to 100 yards and see what it does. All right, guys, let me reload and set up a target and get back with you. All right, guys, so the 20.2 grain was the best. I'll measure that for you guys. So the biggest, center to center, looks like we got a little over a ½ inch, and then with that other group, or I mean with that one that I dropped, we're looking at looks like pretty close. Not even 3/4 of an inch. So here's my finger, and that's not bad at all. And on this one here, we're looking at that's not even 3/4 there either. So that's not bad at 75 yards for slugs. So let's go out and take these out to 100 and see what they shoot. All right, guys, let me get back to you. All right, guys, so we're at 100 yards, 216s, 20.2 grain Nelson Slugs. All right, at 100 yards. Let's see how she does. These waves are bad. Wind has come up a little bit. I'll let the wind die down. Seems like oh, that could have been the wind. I'm not sure on that one. But otherwise, that's not bad of a group. 100 yards. Alright. Alright, guys. Let me reload and get back with you. Alright, guys, back again. 216s, 17.5 grain, Nelson Slugs at 100 yards. Alright, let's get started. Shot high above the target, so let's put the group there and see how it works. Alright, guys, that one doesn't look that bad either at 100 yards. Alright, guys, let's go down and look at the target. I'll bring the target back and we'll look at it. But I think I'm going to shoot one more time the 23 grain, or I mean the 20.2 grain, and see what that comes out to again. Alright, guys, let me reload. Alright, guys, back again. The 216s, 20.2 grain Nelson Slugs at 100 yards. Let's try a second group here. Alright, guys, so the last ones that I shot were the 216 20.2 grain, and that group, center to center, is not quite 3/4 of an inch. So that's outstanding at 100 yards. And then the 17.5, this group here, we're looking at not quite an inch. Oops. Hold on just a second. I gotta go center to center here, so mess that up. So we're looking at just a little bit over 1 inch there. And then this was a flyer here, I know that for sure. Because that well, the wind was blowing really good, and so it went over there. But my suggestion is for this gun, I think the 216 20.2 grain Nelson Slugs are outstanding. When you're getting, less than 3/4 of an inch group at 100 yards, that's really good for a slug. So the Airgun Technology Uragan is a winner in my book. It's the most accurate gun that I have had out of 6 PCPs and high-end guns. So thank you to Airguns of Arizona for pointing me in the right direction on this one. All right, guys, until next time, don't forget to subscribe and like, and any comments that you have, please leave them down there and I'll answer them as best I can. All right, guys, see you next time.